Apple's official cases for the iPhone 17 Pro have been pretty good, but they do change the sleek minimal feel of the iPhone into something a little bit more chunky. I've had loads of comments in my videos that I should try some other phone cases, so I've been hunting for something different, something that would be ultra thin and actually keep the iPhone feeling sleek and light. So when Pitaka reached out and asked if I wanted to try a couple of their ultra thin cases, I definitely said yes. This is not a sponsored video and all the thoughts are my own, but I do get to keep the cases. Now I'm usually someone who just sticks with the official Apple cases, which is probably the safe choice, but through my research I've seen loads of nice looking cases out there and I've kind of been getting bored of the usual Apple clear and silicone cases. So when these arrived at my door I was curious, could a case this thin actually be worth using? Will it provide enough protection? I think the answer is it depends, and I'll try to explain this as I go through the video. Alright, so what did Pitaka actually send me? They sent over two colorways of their ultra slim case for the iPhone 17 Pro. The first one is this golden glint color, and the second one is this lucid blue color. Both of these cases are made from what Pitaka calls aerospace grade Aramid fiber. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never actually tried Aramid fiber cases before. From the pictures, I was thinking they're probably going to feel quite hard, a little bit scratchy, and maybe even quite slippery. But I was completely wrong, which is why you just can't go by description or pictures online. The texture was nothing like I expected. It's definitely not hard or scratchy. It's this unusual texture, this almost soft and smooth at the same time. I'm genuinely impressed. As for the specs, according to the box, they are just 20.8 grams and 1.3 millimeters thick, and you can definitely see and feel it next to the Apple cases. So how do they look on the cosmic orange iPhone 17 Pro? Well, first I snapped the golden glint case on, and personally I think it looks really good. The color reminds me of sunset hitting water and these ripples of light that flow across the surface, which I expect is what they were going for. Installation wise, this case snaps into place and really hugs the phone tight. Dare I say almost too tight? When I was swapping between the two colorways to test them out, I actually found it quite hard to get it off. But thinking about it, this is probably a good thing actually. It means it fits really well and it's not going to pop off easily. Plus, how often are you going to be taking it off anyway? But first impressions, I really like it. It's so much thinner than the Apple cases I've tried. It's almost like having no case at all, and this texture feels really nice. Due to the thin nature of the case, the power button, volume buttons, the USB-C charging port, and the action button are all completely exposed. No case coverage there at all. This is kind of a double-edged sword. On one hand, you get that direct tactile feel, so you're pressing the actual aluminium buttons, which feels really premium. However, since these areas are completely open, so if you're worried about keeping your phone pristine, that's something to consider. The camera control button is the only button that's covered. Pitaka calls this the PitaTap. Basically, there's a hidden capacitive layer under the Aramid fiber that's less than 1 millimeter thick. I tested it out by taking a bunch of photos and it seems to work fine. There's also a PitaTap spacer included in the box, just in case it's not responding as it should. Now let's talk protection. The camera plateau area is totally exposed, just like the Apple cases. And if you've been following the iPhone 17 Pro drama lately, you'll know there's been a lot of people complaining about how easily this thing scratches. But this case does protect around the edge of the plateau, which is actually where a lot of the people say the weak point is. So you'll get in some protection where it matters the most. For everyday scratches, keys in your pocket, setting it down on tables, I think this phone case will be great, except for maybe the exposed areas. I always have my phone in my pocket without anything else in it, so it wouldn't be a problem for me. But when it comes to drop protection, on a hard surface, I'm not exactly sure. This thing is so thin that I wouldn't want to test that theory on my actual phone right now. I don't think this is really the case for drop protection personally. Let's swap to the Lucid Blue, because this colorway also looks really good. With the Cosmic Orange, it's a really nice combo. Again, it reminds me of rippling water with the sun shining along the ripples. There's this depth to it that changes as you move the phone around. Out of the two, I'd probably say Golden Glint is my favorite on the Cosmic Orange. I think it suits it slightly more, but honestly, I really like both. So it's a tough choice. Where the charging port area is exposed, I found it was actually a benefit. You can swipe up from the bottom of the iPhone without any case lip getting in the way. There's a small lip around the screen though, so if you put your phone face down on a table, the screen stays lifted off the surface. Not a lot of protection, but better than nothing. These cases are MagSafe compatible, and you can actually see the ring of magnets on the inside. The interior isn't lined with anything fancy, but it continues that same soft feeling from the outside. And Pitaka has a whole whole ecosystem of MagSafe accessories. The Mag Easy Grip and stand looks pretty interesting. You can even color match it to the case. They've got magnetic wallets too, which also look pretty slick. If you want more all-round protection, they also offer the Pro Guard and Ultra Guard cases that wrap around the phone and cover all the ports. And they come in lots of different colors too. After using these cases, I've realized just how bulky Apple's official cases actually are. I've been using them for years, just defaulting to them because they're the safe choice. I suppose they are not like for like though, as they provide more protection, and any case that adds more protection is obviously going to get more bulky. But after trying these Pitaka cases, I now want to try other options, because when a case is this thin, it's almost like there's no case at all. It keeps the iPhone design as close to the original as possible. So, final thoughts. I really like these cases. They're great for protecting against everyday scratches to most of the phone. The texture exceeded my expectations. The colorways look really good with the Cosmic Orange, and the thinness is genuinely impressive. Would I trust it for drop protection? I'm not willing to find out on my own phone, but for keeping that sleek iPhone feel while adding a layer of scratch protection, these definitely deliver. If you want to check them out, I'll put links to everything I mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this first look, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what you think of these ultra thin cases and which color would you go for, the golden glint or the lucid blue. And if you want to see my first impressions of the official Apple cases, then you can check this video out next.